Sabine Free State Festival was designed to promote and to preserve the part of Louisiana history between 1806 and 1821, where this part of the state of Louisiana became known as No Man's Land, where there was a territory dispute between the French and the Spanish. So where outlaws, renegades, and rebels roam. It's a set of lawlessness towns that is what the No Man's Land was. And it's a 10-parish strip that runs on this side of the state, all the way from up around Shreveport, all the way down to present-day Cameron, Louisiana. Our festival preserves that heritage and the Midkiffs clan and the outlaws and things like that. We have Western shootouts and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool.
I am joined today by Miss Rae Addison, the PR person for the Sabine Parish Free State Festival, which takes place in Florien, Louisiana, my hometown, where I'm from. And it's been a staple of my childhood and my entire life. So yeah. I'm so happy to have you on here. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. The festival, this is our 44th year of the Sabine Free State Festival. So it's been going on for a while. We're pretty pumped up for this year's festival. We're trying to be bigger and better than ever. In 2023, we were actually named the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals Division I Festival of the Year. So
yes,
we got big shoes to fill.
Well, I mean, just right out of the bat, that was a question I had for you, and let's jump into that. How do you earn that title? How does that come about? Because that's awesome. That's a prestigious title.
It really is. So the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals is an organization that meets every year in Baton Rouge. It used to be called Queen of Queens Contest, where they crown the Fairs and Festivals Queen. Well, it's where all of the fairs and festivals get together and just celebrate each other. We're Division I, so that means we have less than 5,000 attendees to our festival.
Okay.
We're pushing that 5,000 mark. The thing about our festival is it's a great big guess on how many people come to our festival because we are free and open to the public. We do not charge an admission fee. So there's no way for us to truly know how many attendees come to the festival each year.
Yeah, you don't have a ticket counter. You just
we don't have a ticket booth.
Estimate the crowd.
The way we estimate the crowd for the last 2 years is we put a drone up during the parade and just kind of looked at drone footage and was like, that looks about like so many people.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Thank God for technology. But we fill out a scrapbook form and it goes to the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals, and they have third-party college students. I think it's at Nichols, I believe. Goes through and looks at our scrapbook and reads about our festival and looks at pictures and videos and things like that. And they score it on, do I want to go to that festival? Does it look interesting? What could they do better? How have they improved? That kind of thing. And we won this year, and we were very surprised. I think we almost flipped the table when they announced it.
I bet. I bet.
Well, it was pretty cool.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How long have you been involved with the Free State Festival?
So I've been a part of planning the festival. This is my third festival to actually help plan. I got my start with the Free State Festival by being just a local citizen from a neighboring community who had always heard about the Free State Festival and their Western shootouts and things like that. I went and took pictures of the 2020 festival, which we were one of the only festivals that got to go on in 2020 because, that nasty bug was hanging around.
That's right.
And some of the board president and secretary, I met them and they were like, hey, you want to start taking pictures for us? Okay, cool. Bet. You're our photographer now. So got voluntold, and I love every minute of it.
Told. That's exactly what happened. And here you are. Look at what's happening with it. So maybe it was a good thing that you were voluntold because things really are happening.
It really is. I've made some of my best friends in my life thanks to the Free State Festival and being involved in it.
I love it. I can't believe it's the 44th year. I've been on this planet for 46.
Yeah.
And it's been there my whole life pretty much. Give us a little history behind the Sabine Free State Festival and
So the
how
Sabine
it
Free State Festival was designed to promote and to preserve the part of Louisiana history between 1806 and 1821, where this part of the state of Louisiana became known as No Man's Land, where there was a territory dispute between the French and the Spanish. So where outlaws, renegades, and rebels roam. It's a set of lawlessness towns that is what the No Man's Land was, and it's a 10 parish strip that runs on this side of the state, all the way from up around Shreveport, all the way down to present day Cameron, Louisiana. So our festival preserves that heritage and the Midkiffs clan and the outlaws and things like that. We have Western shootouts and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool.
It is cool. That was always my favorite thing. A part of the Free State Festival is the shootout. So tell everybody out there, listen, what they can expect in these amazing shootouts.
So the thing about our shootout cast is you never know exactly what's going to transpire. We have our guaranteed characters like Hiram Midkiff, the Reverend Devil. We have Fannie Mae, who's a broom-toting, what you would consider a old
Floozy?
biddy of the South, I
Yeah,
guess is
yeah.
the best way to describe Fannie Mae. Like she's the broom toting. She's going to make sure you're following the letter of the law. And
Yeah.
then we have Clyde, and Clyde is the town drunk
Yeah.
who's always getting into Lord knows what with his brother Claude. And sometimes Claude's off adventuring and you don't see Claude, but the next year Claude will be up and him and Clyde's building an outhouse. But it all comes down to Miss Ruby and her saloon and the saloon girls. And of course, in the Old West, that's where you always wound up in trouble when
That's
they
right.
go to get some of Miss Ruby's river bottom rot gut. And so it's an Old West shootout. You never know what's going on. And then the last couple years, one of the shootouts over the course of the weekend is historically accurate, as accurate as possible. So
Okay.
we tell the Midkiff story, and we tell about Hiram Midkiff and the settling of this area and what No Man's Land is. So it's really a fun time.
Very neat. Very neat. Yeah, I'm planning on coming up there. That is the goal this year.
Yeah.
So I want to bring my son, and he's never been. I'm so happy because it traditionally has always happened on the same weekend that LSU played Alabama.
Yes, and this
And
year it doesn't.
I
We're
know.
kind of
I'm so
we
excited.
It is
But
exciting. We always have a game screen up on Saturday night so you could
sure.
watch the game on the street dance. We've got the blow up screen and all that because it has been the LSU Alabama game. But this year we're like, well, what are we going to do with the screen? What are we going to put on the screen? What? It's really cool though.
There'll be plenty of football on that night. I promise
That's
you.
that's true. That's right.
So
But even if you're not, since we do have a bye and you just want to listen to good music, we've got two great live bands coming. Local boy Justin Merritt, he's going to open us up on our street dance Saturday night, and then Cajun Company Band, which is a covers band from South Louisiana. They're coming up. They were our band last year, and let me tell you what, Front Street or High School Drive in front of the Civic Center was packed.
I love
So we're
that.
pretty excited about that.
I love it. Great bands. I've heard them before too, and Justin Merritt, local boy. That's freaking awesome. So give
Yeah.
us a rundown on kind of the timeline of all of this. When does this kick off? How is it on that Saturday? What can everybody expect?
So honestly, we are in the thick of it now. We crowned our brand new royalty last Saturday night. Miss Paisley Parker is our 44th Sabine Free State Queen. So we crowned our royalty Saturday night. This coming Monday, we'll have our poster unveiling, which is done by a local artist, Miss Tara Stewart. This year has done our poster. So it's my favorite of the ones that I've been involved in, and of course, all of our posters hang in the historic Florien Depot. So
Yep.
out of the ones that are there and that I've seen, this one is something to see.
I
So
can't
join
wait
us
to see
Monday
it.
night. It's open to the public. It's where you get to see the poster, the T-shirts, all of the new merchandise that we have for this year's festival. That's on Monday night, and then on Halloween, our shootout cast will be on the Free State grounds for trick or treating. Bring your little ghosts and goblins around. We'll
Fun.
also have community gospel singing On Thursday night, Union Baptist Church is going to be hosting a community gospel singing on Thursday night. And then we kick off festival on Friday morning at 8 o'clock with one of my favorite events of festival. We have a veterans breakfast that's open to all community veterans. Vernon, Sabine, any veteran is welcome to attend. This year we have a veteran speaker, Mr. Scott Wells. He is a Paralympic champion that is coming in and talking to us during our veteran ceremony. Then we'll have Education Day starting at around 9 o'clock for all area 4th grade students to come and learn about what life in no man's land was, the historical demonstrators. We've got pottery being thrown. I believe we have a blacksmith. We have the old quill pens and all that kind of stuff coming in this year. So they get to see what it's like to live during that time.
Yeah.
And then once Education Day winds down, we'll have all of our vendors start coming in for a shootout Friday night. We'll have bingo Friday evening. We've actually had to move bingo from the train depot over to the or to the old gym on Florien's campus because we ran out of room.
Well, that's a good problem.
That's a good problem to have. So, but bingo has moved to the old gym.
Okay.
And we'll have bingo, and then we'll also have a DJ street dance on Friday night with DJ Doug Creighton. And then we'll kick off Saturday morning with the 3rd annual Bendy Peterson Trail Ride at 9 o'clock, as well as the Midkiffs 5K run put on by Misty Dawn Lee and Camp 217.
Okay.
They'll do that. If you want to get information on that run specifically, go reach out to them on Midkiffs 5K Run on Facebook. They have a group that they can answer all your questions.
Okay.
I'm not a runner, so I don't know anything.
I probably won't be participating in that one myself.
But there's people out there who run for fun. Like, that's a concept I can't. I just can't grasp.
Get after it. You could win a medal or something, I'm sure.
Yeah, so. That's right. And then our parade starts, lineup is at 9 with it rolling down High School Drive at 11. We will have a classic car show during festival this year. It's sponsored by the Toledo Cruisers. Those cars and those guys, they are immaculate.
Yeah.
We also have a barbecue cook-off that begins on Friday evening. I kind of forgot about that. But we have a cook's meeting Friday afternoon, and they can start cooking. They can cook all day Saturday. We have shootouts galore. We actually have animatronic dinosaurs coming this year.
Oh, wow.
Right?
You got everything.
Louisiana has animatronic dinosaurs. Come on now.
I wish my little boy was still a little boy because he would have eaten that up 3 or 4 years ago. It may not mean as much to him now, but I'm going to look at it because I think that sounds cool.
Right?
I've never seen that.
There's people that drive hours and pay big bucks to take their kids to see those dinosaurs that move and talk and all that. Well, you can see them for $5 in Florien.
I mean, that's a good deal.
Yeah, Mr. Nick King's dinosaur shows will happen periodically throughout the day. And of course, being that you're from here, there's not a lot of room on the Free State grounds. No. So we can't bring in a traditional midway with the carnival rides that you come to expect.
Right.
But we have brought in what we call Midkiffs Midway.
Okay.
Midkiffs Midway is a little bit different. We're going to have hot air balloon rides.
Oh.
We're going to have roller car rides, laser tag, bumper cars. We even have axe throwing.
What?
Yes. So it's not your average fair midway, but it's unique. So that's very coming. So. That's open all day Saturday. Of course, you've got your shootouts. The animatronic dinosaur show is throughout the day Saturday. We will end Saturday night with the bands. They'll start with Justin Merritt and end with Cajun Company. The grounds close at 11 on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we have our community church service. Growing up in Florien, church and God and religion is
absolutely
huge. Yeah. And the community is huge.
Yes. And I've always loved going to that Sunday because everybody was there from all churches. It was just
didn't matter. It doesn't
it's a
matter
community
the religion.
Church.
It's all about God.
That's right.
And you don't God first. And so,
it's only things that you get in the South.
That's right.
Just in the rural South, it's just good people praising the Lord on a Sunday after having a weekend of good, clean fun.
Yeah, because
You
we
know,
are an alcohol-free festival. We
that's
do
right.
not sell alcohol. We don't. That's just not our thing. We
That's
are
right.
a family-friendly festival, and that's one thing that we want to stress out there is it's family-friendly. We
Very
make sure
much.
that the music's good and clean, and that you can bring your kids and make lasting memories. That's what we're about, is making memories with your family.
That's exactly what it is, Ray. That's what it was 44 years ago. Whenever I guarantee you, I went to the first one. Promise you I did. My dad was the narrator in the shootout for many, many
Oh
years,
yeah.
so I'm sure that I was there at the first one. John Manasco and names
Mm-hmm.
like that were out there that kind of started
The
it. He was the mayor of
legends.
Florien. Yeah, they're legends.
The
Exactly.
legends.
But I mean, it kind of gives me chill bumps. It brings back so many memories of just when I was little and being in school. We got to go participate in a lot of the stuff and going down the catwalk and getting
Mm-hmm.
to go to the old gym, just all that stuff. It's amazing. It sounds like the traditions have stayed very, very much so the same, but gotten better and expanded
Yeah.
as the times have moved along.
You know,
So
we also have a skeet shoot that's
yeah, that's what
coming.
I
That's
was going to
there.
say, because it made me think about walking down the catwalk. You used to have the skeet shoot over there to
Yep,
the
you
left by
still
the
do.
auditorium.
We
You
still do.
still
The
great.
Sabine
You
Parish
should.
shooting sports program is in charge of our skeet shoot for us, Mr. Ned. He takes care of that portion for us. We also have the Vernon Parish 4-H Woodsman Skills team. The homeschool group is going to be doing Woodsman Skills demonstrations this year. So we're
Okay.
excited to bring them in, and they will teach and show experiments of how people cut trees and logs to build their homes back then during that time. So we're really excited about keeping the tradition alive, but also bringing in new things like the animatronic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And, we have the big butt contest that's going on now. We have a
Oh
youth
yeah.
division and the adult division. The youth get a shoulder mount sponsored by Toro Taxidermy. And then our adults, they have a $500 prize package with a feeder, a deer camera, a corn, a huge ice chest, chairs, Visa cards to Academy. There's something for everyone at the Free State Festival.
There
And
really
that's what I
is.
want to make sure everybody understands. It's free and open to the public. There's something for young at heart as well as young.
For sure.
There's
I love
something
that.
for everyone.
There is. I didn't think about this. Do they still make the molasses?
So we won't be pressing the cane this year on the grounds due to just space, because this year we have over 70 vendors.
It takes up a lot
Um,
of space.
and we have 70 vendors that have signed up to be at festival this
Wow.
year. It's a
Okay.
lot.
That is a lot.
Clancy and I were looking at the map last night, and we were trying to figure out. We've got 4 or 5 people that have called us and was like, "Oh no, I forgot to send my paperwork in. Can I still be a vendor?" And we're like, "There's no place. We don't have room. We can't make more space. That's
No.
the thing, is we can't make more space."
Right.
But so we're not going to be squeezing it on the grounds this year. We are hopeful to be able to cook this year for the molasses and the syrup. So we're excited about that. The setup is still there. It
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
not actually be going, but it is
Right.
still
Right.
there.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's one of my favorite little parts always was, because, well, when we were in school, we got to get some of that sugar cane and take it
Hmm.
back and chew on it and all that. It's just
Yeah.
one of
Well,
those little
see, this
core
year we
memories.
actually had a little trouble getting sugarcane because of the storm.
Makes sense.
And the
That
storm
makes
that came
sense.
through took out a lot of our sugarcane crops down south.
Yeah.
So we were pressed for cane, and that's why we made the decision not to actually squeeze it during festival. But we found someone who is supposed to be getting us juice to cook.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we're
Yeah. Yeah.
we're still trying to work the logistics of that, because it will have to come from a mill down in South Louisiana. But
Right.
we're hopeful that we get to do that.
Oh, I do know one thing we hadn't covered: the treasure hunt.
The
Tell us about
treasure
the
hunt. The
treasure
first
hunt.
clue went
Yeah.
out Saturday. Midkiff's treasure hunt.
Okay.
There is a $500 cash prize for the adults division, and we are doing a children's division as well. And they will receive a bicycle. That'll be at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay. All
So the
right.
clues come out periodically. Everything can be found on our social media. Sabine Free State Festival on Facebook. The video for the first clue is out. Second clue comes out Monday night. I'm looking at my calendar. That's what I'm doing on my desk. I've got all my notes written down on my calendar about when the clues come out.
Y'all go check this out and go to the
Monday
Free State
evening
Festivals.
at the poster unveiling. President Kelly Stewart will read clue number 2 for Midkiff's treasure hunt. And then I believe the next one comes out, I think, Thursday. I don't have it written down when the clues themselves come out, but they all can be found on our Facebook page, Sabine Free State Festival, as well as on the Free State grounds for our local people. There is a bulletin board like you see at the cemeteries that have the plot maps and things like that. We put one of those in on the Free State grounds last year between the corn crib and the syrup cooking area. Their clues will be posted there. Within 24 hours of them being read, they'll be on the map. They'll be in that area.
Perfect.
So.
Perfect. I know that I've never found it. I've looked and looked as a kid, and you know, but it's always hidden very, very well.
That's right. Fannie Mae does a very good job of hiding and writing the clues.
Yes.
And what's crazy is I didn't realize how big it was until last year or the year before, and they were like, people started following her vehicle because they were trying to figure out where she was hiding it because it's a thing. Like,
oh yeah, it's a thing. It's been a thing for 44 years. Yes, they do. And real serious.
If we say a clue's coming out at the noon shootout by 1 o'clock, that clue better be on Facebook, or they are mad. And big mad.
Big mad. Exactly. I mean, you'd think it was for $1 million. There's nothing wrong in the world with 500. That's a great prize.
Yeah.
But it's about the pride of it.
Yeah,
that's right. It's the community pride.
And that's like the barbecue cook-off. It's the bragging rights that come with that.
Bragging rights, exactly.
I mean, it's $100 for the prize for each division, except for the cobbler, and it's a split the pot. And it's a glass cutting board this year that says rib champion or whatever. It's the bragging rights.
100% it's the bragging rights.
And we are still taking entries into the barbecue cook-off. That is one of the only things that you have to pre-enter for, and that entry deadline is Monday at 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right.
So if you're thinking about entering the barbecue cook-off or anything like that, or know somebody, and you don't have to be from here. You can come in. There's plenty of spaces around. Yeah. We've got RV spots, not physically on the grounds, but close that you can, Leesville's not that far away with hotels. Manny's not that far away. Toledo Bend. You have all of the Airbnbs in the area. It is just good, clean family fun in a town that you don't have to worry about, are my kids safe?
No, not at all. Not at all.
This week is Florien's homecoming week, right?
Yes, of course. It always coincides along with
in this time frame, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the old saloon got hit Monday night with some TP.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So that tells you the community that we live in. It's good, clean family fun. They hit it Monday night. By Tuesday on my way to work, it was already cleaned up.
Yeah. But it's part of it. That's part of the fun.
That's right. And nobody got mad. They just laughed it off. So
exactly. I love good
if you're looking for good, clean family fun, Florien, Louisiana, November 1st through the 3rd for the Sabine Free State Festival is the place to be. And another thing that I didn't mention is we just unveiled a historical marker in the heart of Florien.
Did you really?
In August.
What is it?
It marks that Florien is the heart of no man's land.
Wow. That's cool. So I didn't know that.
We unveiled it August 31st in conjunction with our World Picking on the Porch Day. So we had a lot of hard work went into that, and it's pretty cool. Tourism Commission in the state of Louisiana, Billy Dungesser, he did a great job helping us get that brass plaque. When you drive down 171, it's right there just past the red light in Florien. So.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to see it. I haven't been back to Florien like literally since February or March of this year. It's been a minute. For the fishing
tournament.
Exactly. That's the last time I was up there. My parents have been up there plenty, and my sister and everything. I just haven't been up there, but I probably am going to actually, well, I'm coming to the Free State Festival, and then I'm going to be up there a little bit more after that. So y'all will be seeing plenty of me coming up.
Good deal.
Yes.
But
yes.
we've got lots of great food vendors on tap. So shell shock. I always butcher that.
I know. Well, it's hard to say quickly. I haven't got to eat there yet, but their food definitely looks unbelievable.
So good. Big Mo's Barbecue, Mama and Papa's Food Truck's going to be there. Lunchbox 365. We have a fresh squeezed lemonade vendor, Kona Ice. So if food is your thing, we've got it covered.
Yes.
There's literally something for everyone at the Sabine Free State Festival. So be sure to check us out on Sabine Free State Festival on Facebook. Also, we have a website, SabineFreeStateFestival.com. It's a work in progress.
That's okay.
Another thing is this festival is put on by volunteers.
Right. Exactly.
And we do an entire festival on a sponsorship budget.
Right.
Because everything we spend is done by sponsorship. So if you have a local business or anything like that and you want to be a part of, or if you want to just come help and see what it's about, we're always looking for extra hands.
There it is. If you want to be a part of a great, great festival, one that is obviously growing and getting bigger and bigger every single year, not a better opportunity than to be a part of the Free State Festival. I love that.
And we're hopeful that this festival will go down as the second year in a row for Division II Festival of the Year with the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals.
Yes.
We're kind of a little competitive.
Yeah, I understand. I'm from Florien. I get that. We like to win.
That's right.
Exactly. Right. Once we win once, guess what we got to do?
Oh, win it again.
Win it again. That's exactly right. One ain't enough. Never will be. Well, thank you so much, Rae. Can't wait to see y'all, meet you, and visit with everybody.
I look forward to it. And we do have a TikTok. It's slowly growing, Sabine Free State Festival. We Facebook, Instagram. We have a Snapchat. We don't post much there because there's only two of us that do.
I understand. Our show, Tigs Bits, doesn't even have a Snapchat. I have a Snapchat. I deleted the app. That's
our queen.
Showing my age a little, you know.
Our queen a couple years ago wanted a Snapchat, so we created a Snapchat for the queen, and it's kind of
that makes sense.
Let our queens handle the Snapchat.
Sure, so. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, they know they know what to do with it.
That's right. So, but we're steadily growing our TikTok following and our Instagram. But Sabine Free State Festival on all of the major platforms, you can pretty much find us. We do have some shootouts on YouTube. So if you kind of want to see what you're getting into, what to expect, if you want to learn who Fannie Mae is, or Clyde Conroe, or the Reverend Devil, you can check those out on social media.
That sounds great. Can't wait to see you, and we'll see y'all.
See you then, November 1st through the 3rd.